Welcome back to another Flix Frog Top 10. We are here talking about my top 10 Best Picture nominees for 2026. Yes, we're down to the wire again this year. The Oscars airs tonight, and I really wanted to get this video out. I actually finished watching all of the Best Picture nominees earlier this year, but I had a lot of backlog reviews to get out. But we are here, so let's jump into it. Of course, we're going to start with what I like to do, the infamous double duty, and there's two sets this year. So first we're going to start with the people who played characters in two separate Best Picture nominees, and then people who played two characters in one Best Picture nominee. So to start, we have Kerry Condon. She played Kate McKenna in F1 and Claire Thompson in TrainDreams. Now she's the only person this year who was in two Best Picture nominees, so good for Kerry Condon. Now going on to people who played two characters in one film, we got Michael B. Jordan, of course, who played the twins Smoke and Stack in Sinners. And then we have Mia Goth. She played Baroness Claire Frankenstein in Frankenstein, and of course she also played Lady Elizabeth Harlander. Those characters are actually not related, and it was very neat how they did the makeup on Claire Frankenstein to make her look different, so congrats to Mia Goth on that. Then we have Wagner Moore, who played Armando Solomois, and his adult son Fernando Solomois in TheSecretAgent. So that is the double duty category for this year. Moving on to my favorite thing to do with the Best Picture nominees. It is tying Best Picture nominees, the directors, the actors, composers, anyone, to a Marvel property, whether it's a movie, TV show, animated. We're gonna make a connection. Now we're gonna start with Bugonia. We have Emma Stone, who was Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Spider-Man series. Moving on to F1, Kerry Condon again. Kerry Condon was Friday in the MCU movies. Sarah Niles, she played Lynn Nichols in The Fantastic Four, The First Steps. Moving on to Frankenstein. We got Guillermo del Toro. He directed Blade 2, one of the best Blade movies. We got Oscar Isaac. He, of course, played Moon Knight. And then we have Ralph Ineson. He played Galactus in The Fantastic Four First Steps. Moving on to Hamnet. Only thing in Hamnet, we have Chloe Zhao. She directed Eternals, which is probably the worst MCU movie ever. But I personally still want a sequel because I like the way it ended, and I wanted to see where that story was going next, not only for the Eternals, but also for the MCU. Moving on to MartySupreme, we have Gwyneth Paltrow, who of course played Pepper Potts / Rescue in the MCU. And we have Fred Hetchinger, who played Alexi / Chameleon in Craven. On to One Battle After Another, Benicio del Toro. He played the Collector in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And we have Wood Harris. He played Gale in the first Ant-Man movie. I'm not sure if he appeared in the second Ant-Man movie, but he was for sure in the first. Moving on to Sinners, of course we have the director Ryan Coogler, who directed the Black Panther movies. And then we have Michael B. Jordan, who played Eric Killmonger in the Black Panther movies. We have Haley Steinfeld, who played Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye TV series. We have Wunmi Masako, who played Hunter B-15 in Loki and Deadpool and Wolverine. And then we have Lee Jun Lee, who's playing Cat Hardy in the upcoming Spider Noir TV series on Amazon. Very much looking forward to that. Now going on to TrainDreams. Kerry Condon here again. Kerry Condon, of course, Friday in the MCU. We got Felicity Jones, who played Felicia Hardy in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is a different version of Cat Hardy, so to speak. We got Will Patton. He's the narrator for TrainDreams, and he played Quentin Glass in the Punisher movie, the one with Thomas Jane. And then we have Nathaniel Arcand. Now, he played one of the hand ninjas in the Elektra movie. I think it was one of his very first roles. Don't really get to see his face because he's wearing a ninja mask, but big props to him for still being in it. Moving on to SentimentalValue, we have Stellan Skarsgård, of course, who played Dr. Eric Selvig in the Thor movies. And I believe that is all of the connections to the MCU. There were a lot this year, and if I forgot anybody, please put it down in the comments below and let me know. if there's any actor, director, composer that I did not put on this list. So moving on to actually my list for the Best Picture nominees. This is actually going to go from my least favorite Best Picture film to my most favorite Best Picture film. Now, whatever is my most favorite is not necessarily what I think is going to win. It's just what I think is actually the best picture that was done. It was my favorite in terms of writing, directing, all that put together. Number 10, Bugonia. I did not like this movie at all. There's just something about Yorgos Lanthimos' movies that I just don't care for. Now, this was not as egregious as his other Best Picture nominees that won Emma Stone her first and second Oscars? Maybe he just got her one Oscar, but it wasn't as bad as those, but it was still boring. I actually fell asleep multiple times during it, even though I was actually quite interested in the beginning and the end, but in the middle, it just lost me. So I just did not care for this one. Number 9, The Secret Agent. The Secret Agent I did not think was a bad movie. I did not mind reading the subtitles. The fact that it was in Portuguese, I didn't have an issue with. I just don't think it was like that great or that interesting of a movie. I feel that it should not have been a Best Picture nominee just because there's a lot of international voters in the Oscars now. At least they're more prevalent now than they have been in the past. So we're getting some of these international films put in. The Secret Agent, I feel like somehow wormed its way in there. Like the performances weren't even that great, and in terms of it being here, it was just kind of like meh. Number 8, Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro's version of Frankenstein. Apparently this has been a passion project of his. He's really wanted to do it for a long time, and Netflix gave him the budget to do what he wanted. And unfortunately, this is probably one of my least favorite Guillermo del Toro movies. I thought it was quite boring. I like the older version of Frankenstein with, what's that actor's name? Robert De Niro, when he played Frankenstein. I enjoyed that version a little bit better than this. And of course, I enjoy the very fantastical comic booky type Frankenstein movies. You know, you got your I, Frankensteins and your Van Helsings. I enjoy those versions of the character. This one just kind of felt boring to me. I thought it was well made, well acted. Everything looked great. Jake Elordi was huge. There was some lore on Frankenstein that I'm glad he kind of dove into, but just overall as a movie, again, a little bit boring to me. I fell asleep in some parts, and I guess it deserves to be a Best Picture nominee, but it just wasn't for me. Number 7, TrainDreams. It's a sleepy movie. It's a sleepy movie to me. It is almost like one of those National Geographic documentaries, kind of, and it was basically about a woodsman. It was very sweet, very loving, a very dark moment. Of course, in these Oscar movies, somebody has to die, and just what happens to the main character is so tragic and sad. And it just, like I said, otherwise very calm, relaxing. Popped it on Netflix, watched it really late at night. Wasn't like bad, wasn't great, just kind of right in the middle, which is why it is sitting here, you know, right above the middle 3 here. So yeah, TrainDreams. Number 6, SentimentalValue. SentimentalValue was an enjoyable movie for me. I did not even realize that it was a international nominee. I thought I'm like, oh, it has Elle Fanning in it. There's no way it's a foreign movie. This is a foreign movie, and it is barely in English. But because Elle Fanning's character's in it, there's like an American, she plays an American actress. There's an American essence to the movie where they do speak English throughout parts of it. And so that was enjoyable. But when they were speaking in, I can't remember if it was like Norwegian or Swedish or whatever it was, you know, I wasn't taken out of it. Reading the subtitles was fine. It actually allowed those characters to emote better in their native tongue, I felt, and the performances in it were pretty good. Really did enjoy SentimentalValue. Number 5, Hamnet. Boy, were they right. Boy, were they right when they said this is a sad movie that'll make you cry, especially if you have kids. I have 4 kids now, and man, it is a tearjerker. But I actually did not cry. I did not cry. My wife cried. I did not cry. And it is, again, like I said, these Oscar movies, these Best Picture nominations, somebody has to die. And finding out about Hamnet, when I first actually heard about this movie, I'm like, do they mean Hamlet, like the Shakespeare play? Is this like a comedy riff on Hamlet? But no, Hamnet was Shakespeare's son, and I actually found this film to be quite educational. There was so much I did not realize about William Shakespeare that I learned in this movie. And you know, you learn all about him in high school in your language arts class. You read Romeo and Juliet, you read Hamlet, you read these plays, but I never knew he was married. I never knew he had kids. I never knew I knew he was well educated, but I didn't know like he was like the most well educated person in his family. He actually used that to pursue his career in writing, and his wife had like there's some stuff they fudged in the movie, but like I said, very educational. I ended up looking up a lot more about Shakespeare after this, and the fact that after his son Hamnet died, that's when his plays changed from comedies to tragedies. It was clearly very influential to him and his work, and it was a really good movie. Chloe Zhao. See, this is what she can make some good movies. She's a great director, and this is why MCU, Kevin Feige, do something with Eternals. I don't know, whatever you're gonna do, just get her back in, somehow make it work. Number 4. MartySupreme, Timothée Chalamet, the odds-on winner for the Best Actor award this year, or at least he was before he made some comments, and now Michael B. Jordan is overtaking. I hope Michael B. Jordan wins, but I'm pretty sure Timothée Chalamet can easily get it for Dune 3 that's coming up. But I enjoyed the movie, but it is not what I thought it was going to be. I still need to get my review out for this. It might not be out by the time I post this top 10 list, but I really liked the Uncut Gems version of the movie. I was going in thinking it was going to be a ping pong movie. I like ping pong. I actually made a ping pong short film. You can find it here on the channel. Put a link to it below. But I thought it was going to be mostly about him trying to become the best ping pong player. And it is kind of about that in the beginning and the end. But the entire middle of this movie is Uncut Gems. It is a version of Uncut Gems set in the 30s, whenever this movie takes place. I think it's after World War I or II, so maybe the 50s. Who knows? But yeah, it's like ping pong, Uncut Gems, back to ping pong. Yeah. Gwyneth Paltrow is good at this. The fact that she wasn't nominated is beyond me. So yeah. Number 3, Sinners. I bet you would expect Sinners to be at the top of my list, but I said this in my review, I did have some issues with how the ending felt a little rushed to me. I feel like there could have been a little bit better writing, but in terms of how well it was made, the music, the sound, the acting, the way that Michael B. Jordan is playing twins that feel like entirely different characters and not the same character cut and paste like twins normally are in movies is great. It is a very well done movie. I kind of wish there was a little more to that ending. We got to learn a little bit more about Remick, just a little bit more there to bump this up to 2 or 1. Now, will this win Best Picture? Who knows? Will it win Best Director? Who knows? The most nominations of any movies in Oscar history? That's great. I do think it'll win Best Screenplay and Score, of course, but we'll see what it wins here on Oscar Sunday. Number 2, One Battle After Another. This was a very fun film. It is a very dark film, but also very hilarious. I think Sean Penn does a great job. I think Leonardo DiCaprio does a great job and stumbled his way to another Oscar nomination. Again, it is a crime that Chase Infinity was not nominated for anything for this movie. I think they put her in the wrong category. They should have put her as supporting actress instead of lead, and she probably would have got a nomination. I think she probably would have won in supporting, but it's probably going to go to Tiana Taylor now, even though she wasn't in the movie as much. And I get what they're trying to do. They were trying to split the difference. They were trying to get 2 nominees in there. Didn't work out for them in the terms of the female actors, but man, it's a good movie. It's a fun movie. It's a very prevalent movie. It's a movie of the times we're in today, even though it's based off a book, and he shot it not a while ago, but he shot it before all the events that are going on in the US now, but it is hitting hard and it's hitting home. So I think this is a film that people will find political. It definitely is, even though I don't necessarily think it's about the things that people think it's about. But the racist Christmas adventures, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. This film is at number 2, basically because how do you make a white supremacist group that funny? And it's not funny in the bit that they're comical. It's just like the things that they do, you're like, this is silly. But yeah, that's my number 2. And there's only one movie left, and you guys know what that is. Number 1, F1, baby. F1 is the best Picture nominee. It is a fantastic movie. It is a great movie. You got Damson Idris, Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem. Really great movie. Really enjoyed it. It was a fun time at the theater. It's a fun time at home when I watch it on my big TV in my living room. I think we need more movies like this as Best Picture nominees. We need more of these big blockbusters to make it in, because it is a shame that we don't get more. Like when Top Gun Maverick made it in, it didn't win anything, but of course it was a great movie and it deserved to be there. F1, I feel the same way. And Joseph Kosinski, I think whatever the next movie does, it's supposed to be Miami Vice with Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler. I hope that gets in. That seems like it's going to be a blockbuster. I hope it makes it in. But yeah, F1 was great. I can't wait for the sequel that they're apparently moving forward on, and I really hope and pray pray to the sweet Lord Jesus that we get Tom Cruise in there and there's a crossover with Days of Thunder. So, yeah, that is my list. That is my top 10 list. This is a lot longer than last year and the year before. I think I went over by about 5 minutes. It's not like I have a set amount of time, but yeah. And it was just really enjoyable to make this list with you guys this year, and I can't wait to make it again next year. So remember, you can read the full reviews of the Best Picture nominees that I watched on the website, flipfrogllc.com/flicksfrog. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit. And please, pretty please, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And until next year, I'll be seeing you.